Our history does not create our destiny.
Please welcome Chuck Gallagher.
Every choice has a consequence. How many of you would voluntarily choose to make an unethical choice? Raise your hand. Okay, I had a hand up, hand down, hand up, hand down. Okay, so I got that one. Okay. Question number 2. How many of you think voluntarily breaking the law is unethical? Show of hands. Okay, that's the majority of folks in the room. Great. Question number 3. How many of you have driven on the interstate highways in the past 2 weeks? Why are you smiling? I think some of you are psychic because you know the next question, right? And how many of you have exceeded the speed limit by 5 to 10 over? Look, there was a hand. It was like, I am so proud of that. Yes. You see, the weird part about this is it's easy to make unethical choices when they are socially acceptable.
From the time I walked out of federal prison to a decade later, I was a senior vice president of sales and marketing in a publicly traded company because I made a different set of choices. Better choices create more empowering outcomes.
If I ask you, are you ethical? Everybody would say yes.
The number one problem today when I'm talking with people in organizations around the country is they look at ethics as boring, rote, necessary, but not important. And what I bring to the table is helping them recognize that it's not an ethics and compliance checklist that needs to be reviewed over and over again, but more what motivates people to make ethical choices. Because if you can recognize what motivates behavior, you can move the needle with your employees or your members in an association, making choices because they want to, not because they have to.
Before I took the 23 steps, I thought I made good choices. But after I became 11-6-42-058, I found out that every choice has a consequence. We may not know when it will take place or how it will take place, but you can take that it will take place.
His principles, his thoughts, and the things that he's been able to share through his experiences have been wonderful to pass along to audiences.
It's the little things in life that will bite you. In the organization, it's not somebody making some big, outrageous, outlandish choice. It's that first little choice. It's one little choice followed by another little choice followed by another one.
I've said before, it's easy for people to act unethically. It's not that by nature we say, well, I'm going to make an unethical choice today. But human beings by nature are going to do what's socially acceptable. And there are lots of socially acceptable things that by nature aren't right. When life gets out of balance, you see there's an increased pressure to bring it back into balance. And when that increased pressure takes place, that's pushing what I call the need button. And when the need button is pushed, people naturally respond.
A psychologist or the janitor, I have no clue. But I can hear his words etched in my mind. And here's what he said. He said, son, you've made a terrible mistake. But you are not a mistake. He said, the choices that you make tonight will define your life in the future and the legacy that you leave for your 2 children. Make those choices wisely. So, ladies and gentlemen, think about the choices that you make. Remember, the truth always comes out, and measure success by the impact that you have on other people's lives, because you never know what you might say to someone that will change their life.
If you want somebody who's going to do a great job at your organization and inspire people, this is the guy. Chuck Gallagher is the guy for it.